Brooklyn Independent Television.
If I say Coney Island, you may think of rides, eating funnel cakes, or taking walks on the beach. But recent changes to its famous boardwalk have some Brooklynites very upset, and they're battling the city to keep things the way they remember. Melissa Rose Cooper has more.
Whether they're walking, biking, or simply taking a load off, for decades, Coney Island's boardwalk has been a place where Brooklynites can wind down when they need a break from the everyday hustle and bustle of the city. But in the past year and a half, the wear and tear of the iconic boardwalk has become more obvious.
What isn't really great is the concrete boardwalk behind us that we surveyed actually today and confirmed that there are over 2,000 cracks among this concrete driveway.
Todd Dorbin heads Friends of the Boardwalk, an organization formed 13 years ago in an effort to complete necessary improvements to the boardwalk. He says the Parks Department refuses to do what it takes to keep the boardwalk intact.
The main things that were causing the issues with the boardwalk were vehicular traffic and lack of maintenance. The Parks Department always said that they don't have enough money in their budget to maintain the boardwalk. And it is a boardwalk. It wasn't made for vehicular traffic. NYPD drives their vehicles on here, and the garbage trucks from the Parks Department and the maintenance trucks and the heavy vehicles that are really just damaging to a wood boardwalk. They proposed a concrete boardwalk, which we say it's a sidewalk, not a boardwalk. And unfortunately, they went ahead with the project without proper engineering studies and without proper environmental studies.
The plan to replace the wood planks with concrete is just one example of changes the area is undergoing. Last year, several businesses were forced to close their doors because of a new amusement park. Coney Island's boardwalk is one of Brooklyn's most famous sites, but many people wonder if it can still be called a boardwalk without the wood.
It's not a boardwalk anymore. It truly is a sidewalk. You can call it a boardwalk, but we know that's not the case. It's either a promenade at best or a sidewalk. And such a structure as ours, which is historic, iconic, and should have been landmarked years ago, it's truly a travesty to do away with it so cavalierly, and it should not happen. So it should be maintained as a true boardwalk. The way to do that is to have boards of some material, hopefully wood, or something as close to wood as possible.
Hundreds of people have signed Rob Burstein's petition to stop the use of concrete on the boardwalk, a practice he says not only shatters his memories of growing up in the area, but reduces the charm of the boardwalk.
I have fond memories from childhood of strolling the boardwalk, of times with friends, family, and so forth, and I think many people view boardwalks in that way. There's something about a true boardwalk that is very, very different and makes one feel different, puts one in a different frame of mind than any concrete sidewalk ever can, really.
But not all people are opposed to the cement changes.
Yeah, I had some concerns about it because the character of it, I thought it might change, but I was pleasantly surprised with the concrete.
It just widens the area, taking in the beach all the way to the sea. Yeah. So it's prettier.
Right, and it's more safe because, I mean, the boardwalk, quite frequently there are nails, there are boards that are coming loose. It has to be maintained. You know, when it's maintained, it's very nice, and it's good that they're doing it right at Coney Island in the historic area, but it's nice to have the concrete in other areas.
We attempted to reach out to the Parks Department on the issue, but couldn't get a response. The war of wood versus concrete continues as the city is expected to move on with its plan to replace the wooden planks on the boardwalk next year. But Brooklynites who say the concrete isn't what it's cracked up to be vow to continue their fight.
This is the historic Coney Island boardwalk, and hopefully we can stop them from replacing the rest of it, and then we're going to have to work on finding a way to fix what they put down.
My vision is, it's very simple actually, and it's very conservative. It's to conserve a true boardwalk, a historic, iconic Coney Island boardwalk.
For Brooklyn Review, I'm Melissa Rose Cooper.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.